How's it going, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer coming at you with another video. Hope you're all doing well. The nice weather is starting to show itself. It's been a long winter up here in Ontario, Canada. Good Lord. Probably another month before it's really nice, but it's getting there. So, yeah, I hope you're all doing well. A couple of things I wanted to talk about today. The first thing I kind of wanted to get out there, I've been playing Far Cry New Dawn. And for those of you who aren't aware, New Dawn is like a standalone. It's almost like downloadable content, but it's standalone. It's like a companion piece to Far Cry 5. I gotta be honest with you, I'm not crazy on it. I don't want to really talk too much about it here, but there's just a number of things I don't like about it. There's hardly any story whatsoever. The AI is way too aggressive. You can no longer sneak up on your enemies and attack. There's hardly any vehicles available in the open world. There's a lot of grinding involved. You can't just simply upgrade your weapons. You have to collect parts and gears out in the open world, and once you've collected enough, then you can upgrade your weapons. Of course, Ubisoft wants you to spend real life currency in the game so that you don't have to grind, and I'm not really for that. So yeah, it's really disappointing. The open world looks pretty cool. It's really awesome what they did aesthetically speaking. But the gameplay, especially in New Dawn, leaves a lot to be desired, to the point where I'm contemplating not finishing it. I might just move on from it because I'm really not enjoying it. It's sad because I really enjoyed Far Cry 5. I think Far Cry 3 has the best story, but as far as the open world environment and the immersion is concerned, I really thought Far Cry 5 nailed it. But man, New Dawn, I don't know. I might walk away from that. So that's why I wanted to sort of just have this up here to show you guys. Obviously, I picked up Far Cry 6 recently. I might just move on to Far Cry 6 and dip my toe in the water and see if I like it. I've heard mixed reactions with regards to Far Cry 6, so I don't know. But I can't keep spinning my wheels on Far Cry New Dawn. If I can't get through it in a timely manner, then I just sort of have to move on from it. So yeah, I just sort of wanted to get that out there. The other thing I wanted to talk about, I noticed PK in the Universe posted a video today talking about, whether or not you should support indie developers. Now, before I had clicked on the video, I thought maybe it would have just been, I don't want to use the word generic, but maybe just talking about, supporting indie developers in general, show them some love. A lot of these indie developers need every cent, every penny, every dollar, anything they can to help keep the lights on as they develop these games. But it seemed like the video was in a roundabout way about that, but he was really talking about, there's this guy who creates, I guess, these Silver Falls games, specifically for the Nintendo 3DS and for the Wii U and the Switch. And apparently this guy had like over 25,000 download codes available for some of his games because he could no longer, I guess, I don't know how it works. He could no longer utilize them because the 3DS and Wii U eShop have been closed. I hope I'm getting this right. So he gave out all these codes for free, I guess, via social media. And naturally, there's a lot of people out there that weren't able to get a free download code. I don't know if it was a lottery or what. And there's some gamers out there that are pissed off and they're harassing this guy. And they're saying, you know what? F you. I'm going to go ahead and, rip your games or pirate your games for free. And I'm going to screw you over that way. So PK was sort of talking about that. I don't really know what my thoughts are on that. Yeah, that is rather unfortunate that this guy, this creator of the Silver Falls franchise, can no longer generate income from those old eShops. That being said, if his games are still available on the Nintendo Switch store, I have to imagine, maybe, hopefully, that developer is doing okay. I imagine he would be if his games are still on there, no? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got that wrong. I thought you had to meet a certain threshold to have your games on there. I don't know. So if you're an indie developer, should you be upset if your games are pirated? Well, I don't know. We're living in the era where everything's pirated, whether you like it or not. So, if you're uncomfortable with that idea, maybe you shouldn't be in the business of developing games. You know what I mean? It's the same with the music industry. A lot of the artists back in the day would tour to promote their album, but nowadays it's the other way around. They make an album to promote their tour. There's not really a lot of money to be had in that. So I kind of get where PK is coming from. The bigger companies out there like Ubisoft and Rockstar Games, if their games were pirated, they wouldn't be hurting so much because there's enough of a consumer base out there that's going to buy those games regardless. But even still, I imagine if Rockstar was pirated or Ubisoft, they would go after any and everybody who's trying to pirate those games or try to upload those games to the server for free, right? I don't know how easy it is to pirate a AAA game. Is that even possible? I don't know. I like the older ones, obviously, from like 15 years ago maybe, but like the brand new games, I don't know if you can pirate them so much. I guess maybe the PC ports, maybe you can, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, do I go out of my way to support indie developers? Not really. If I really want a game that's developed by an indie dev team, do I wait for it to go on sale? I typically do. I have to look after myself before I look after anyone else. Especially if it's a digital download, I can't justify paying full retail for a game. Well, mind you, some of these indie games, when you say full retail, we're talking like $10, $12, $15. I guess it depends on how passionate you are towards a developer. But for myself, I've never really looked at it like that. If I were to buy a Silver Falls game as an example, I would probably wait for it to go on sale. But I don't think I would pirate this guy's games. I would just go ahead and buy it legitimately. I'm not that fucking hard up to play a game on my Wii U that I need to pirate it. But yeah, that is obviously rather unfortunate. The guy shouldn't be harassed by people on Twitter to the point where he has to sort of shut his Twitter account down. That's pretty effing ridiculous. I'm trying not to swear, trying to keep it in the same vein as PK in the universe, where he's got a family-friendly PG-13 channel, so kind of rare for me to not swear. So, yeah, I don't know where I stand with it. I don't think people should be pirating this guy's game. But at the other end of the spectrum, I don't think you should really proactively try to purchase indie games at full price to support indie developers. You can if you want, but at the end of the day, we're all trying to keep our lights on. We're all trying to put food in our fridge. We're all trying to put gas in our car right now. The economy is really not good right now. A lot of people are struggling out there to make ends meet, and a lot of consumers out there that are used to being extremely liberal with their money, especially those in North America, in the Western world, are now sort of pumping the brakes. And, it's becoming more commonplace to see someone who maybe wasn't hurting so much before to now see them maybe go to the pawn shop to buy a game like this for $20, right? You have to kind of think twice before paying full retail for not just video games, but for a lot of stuff out there. So, yeah, it's tough. It's a difficult conversation. It sucks for that guy. Hopefully, it's not so easy to pirate those Silver Falls games. And hopefully that guy can still make some money through the Nintendo eStore. If he is a one-man band and he's doing it all himself. Absolutely. So, yeah, that's it. Just a little bit of a rant here, kind of all over the place. Not much else really going on, to be honest with you. There's just been really quiet in the gaming industry. I noticed, obviously, there was a lot of chatter about The Last of Us remake port on the PC, how it's not up to snuff. You got to wonder if Sony and Naughty Dog have done this deliberately to make it an inferior version of what's available on the PS5, to sort of take a shot at Microsoft, because let's be honest, most people that download The Last of Us on PC are probably running Windows. And they don't want that version to be better than what's available on the PS5, right? Let's be honest here. But that's just a conspiracy theory. I did watch a little bit of the Digital Foundry DF Direct this week, and I found it awfully peculiar that they did not cover anything about PSVR, the hot news that it is sold an abysmal, under 300,000 units, and Digital Foundry did not cover this topic whatsoever. I wonder why that is. Oh my god. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Cut it off just about at the 12-minute mark. I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.